Sucks.
I avoided it as much as I possibly could, and I know there's going to be Final Fantasy X fans watching this going, but if you avoid playing Blitzball, you can't do this and you can't do this. I don't care.
It sucks. You lose ultimate weapons and stuff when you don't play Blitzball, but I just don't like Blitzball.
No, I just don't fucking like Blitzball.
See, my favorite minigame of any Final Fantasy was the card game in 8.
Yeah.
I really liked the card game in 8.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. I forgot to throw that in there when we were at 8. Because the junctioning sucks. And it kind of clouded my judgment. And I forgot what I was going to say. Because junctioning sucks.
It's just a
horrible. And if anyone here is actually watching it and they like it.
We're sorry.
You suck.
A little bit.
You suck
but
too.
You need to improve your taste.
I mean... It just sucks.
It's
Alright, so what else about 10? I mean, like, I like 10.
Right.
You know, Justin knows, because we were talking about it a bit, that, you know, in terms of Final Fantasy, it's probably my 4th favorite, 5th, whatever. And, I mean, I've pretty much praised it this entire video, and I don't know why it's not higher. It's just, for some reason, it didn't get me as much as some others.
Yeah.
It did everything I like the battle system, probably my favorite. Spirit Grid might even be my favorite Final Fantasy, like, up leveling system or whatever. Maybe. I don't know.
And I'd like to point out that you're actually watching, while you're watching this video, you're watching history. Because so infrequently do we have differences in our taste in anything that the fact that we have a game that is so different, like on such different layers, because 10 is at the very dead bottom of my list. There's nothing below it. And so, I mean, for it to be like that much of a disparity, this is literally history. And we might...
fascinating?
We might fight about this afterwards.
Yeah.
At least have a flame war on the forum. Donkey Punch Central.
What's the URL?
I'm assuming
DonkeyPunchCentral.freeforums.org.
I'm assuming we'll probably toss the URL on the top. If not, he just said it. He did get it right. So I join that shit.
That's impressive because I don't actually know the URL because it was my homepage. So I never have to type it in or anything.
No,
I just put it as my homepage or else. Like the one time my homepage changed and I panicked. Because I was like, I don't know the URL to my own forum.
It's my own forum.
But alright, whatever. So now we move on to Final Fantasy XI.
Fuck that game. Final Fantasy 12?
Final Fantasy 12.
Final Fantasy 12. No, but literally, Final Fantasy 11, fuck that game.
Never played it.
Had zero interest.
Our boy Tyler, that's the second shout out, he really likes it.
0 posts.
0 posts. No, I think he posted once.
Maybe.
He posted a TV thread.
Maybe one. Okay. Hey, you know what? Never mind. Any criticism against Tyler in any of these videos, you started a thread. That's revolutionary on our board. So, big props.
Plus you're just awesome.
I wish we had a picture. Oh well.
Go play, or go look at the cover for the new Medal of Honor game, and you will see our friend Tyler.
Pretty much Tyler.
I swear to God, that is our friend Tyler, and I don't know why he's not getting money for it.
Should be getting royalties, but instead
it looks exactly like him.
It does.
Like, no word. I'm not
does.
I'm not exaggerating at all. It looks exactly like Tyler. But yeah, he likes that. He likes Final Fantasy XI.
Well,
I never played it. Maybe I would. It's just nobody's been giving it great reviews or anything, so I just never.
I never forgave, and I will never forgive SquareSoft for taking any element of the Final Fantasy game off of a console. I'm sorry. Final Fantasy is a console RPG.
I just like to. I just like to play offline.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy. Won't get too much in this, but I'm sick of every single game having to be online.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, I know they were trying to do like an online RPG and stuff, but you know what? Stick to the offline stuff. You're never going to beat World of Warcraft or anything like that.
No.
You know, stick to offline RPGs and to all these other companies who throw on online games because they're scared of reviewers being like, there's no online mode. Fuck off. Anyway, whatever.
We'll bitch about that in another video, I'm sure. Final Fantasy XII. Another game, unfortunately, that I don't have a ton of experience with. My experience with Final Fantasy XII is literally 2 hours long. It's kind of like saying that a guy with an 0-2 boxing record has pro boxing experience.
Shut up.
Hey, it ties into what we were just watching, so I'm sorry. But, like, I don't know. That was another game, sort of like 10, that looked really good. Looked like it might even have a good idea to it. Like
good.
they all, yeah. Well, that's true. They always look good. But like one of these that looks like it had a good idea. I just couldn't get into it to an even worse degree than 10, because 10 I at least gave 10 to 12 hours. I gave it a chance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 12 I just didn't. After 2 hours I was just like, you know what? This is such a blah game. I'm not even gonna give it the opportunity. So a lot of you may be asking, well, then why isn't 12 your lowest? Because 12 didn't have the chance to disappoint me. So I have to put 12 just above 11 and 10. Because 11 is another one. Just fuck that game. I didn't even play it. So bam, bam, and then there. 12.
You know, kind of going into it, I heard that it had a pretty cool political story to it, which is kind of different.
Yeah.
Nice, political struggle. If that might be true. I played longer than he did,
I hope.
but it never, ever caught on for me.
No.
It was so bland. The characters were so bland. Like, there was... I mean, I know I didn't get, like, to the end or whatever, but none of the characters were interesting.
No.
Like, you always gotta have at least one really cool character. Final Fantasy X had Auron, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever seen anyone insult him, because he's just cool.
Yeah, exactly.
And Final Fantasy XII had, like... I don't even know what their names were.
I don't know.
Who cares?
Exactly. One thing that I will bitch about Final Fantasy, just as a series in general, the characters have continually progressed to get younger and younger and younger and younger. And 12, I think the main character is like 16.
Yeah, but 9 had really young ones too.
9 had really young ones too. That's true. But like it just seems like they keep getting younger and younger and younger now. 13, I think the characters are a little older, so it might have actually spiked up just a little bit.
A little.
But not very much. So that, I don't know. That's always just kind of irked me. Not enough that I'd be like, oh, the characters get younger. Fuck Final Fantasy. You know what I mean? But
I don't know. 12 didn't have anything. I don't even think... Even the music, I don't even think was done by Umatsu, or however you pronounce it. I don't think
no,
he did
it wasn't.
the music. Did he? Or did he do 12?
No, Umatsu's... Pretty sure... You guys are going to have to look this up on the internet.
he did
We'll look it up, too. I think he did up to 10.
Yeah.
I don't think he did 11, and I don't think he did 12, and I know he didn't do 13.
No, he didn't do 13.
But he's come back for 14.
That is great news for Final Fantasy. And it's funny
then, what did they do with 14? They're going to fucking put it online.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I know we're, like, inducting Final Fantasy and all, and I mean, I know there's been some negativity, but, we're still inducting the series as a whole, and
right.
I don't think we disagree that it's one of, if not the best Final Fantasy RPG series of all
Final
time.
Fantasy is one of the best Final Fantasies ever. No, I'm gonna kind of tie it back, and now might be as good a time as any. The reason, I mean, like, these videos have tried to show that, like, it doesn't have to be all sunshine and rainbows with any series of video games to be inducted into a Hall of Fame, clearly, or else we're just totally unjustified. But the Final Fantasy games have made us passionate, and we've been showing you for almost the last hour, combined on these videos, that
we're sorry.
That we are passionate about Final Fantasy. We've always been passionate about Final Fantasy. If you've looked at me on this video, clearly you see I don't get out and exercise a lot. So I get very passionate about certain video games. And the whole Final Fantasy series has been one of them. Just the reason we're inducting it because we want to show our passion. We want to give credit where credit's due. That Final Fantasy has been such a landmark.
And not enough people. I mean, I know it's still popular. I know it still sells.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? This is a generation of first-person shooters, and that was cool at first.
Right.
And I mean.